Hey guys, what's going on? I wanted to welcome you back to the channel today. We're going to talk a little bit about a multi-tool that I've been wanting to review for a while. It was actually requested in my duty bag video to take a look at it. This is the Leatherman OHT. It was Leatherman's original one-handed opening tool, hence the name. It has actually since been retired. It's officially retired on Leatherman's website, but you can still find them for resale on eBay, and you can sometimes find them online in other places for folks who have old stock still in new packaging. But we'll take a look at it. I want to show you guys this cool piece of gear because I think it's honestly one of the best multi-tools that Leatherman's ever made. So the Leatherman OHT is a very unique tool. It was one of the first ever one-handed kind of opening tools on the market. It was kind of in the same ballpark as the offerings from Gerber that you might have seen with that sort of track system. This was Leatherman's take on that, and I think they did it quite well. They used to offer this tool in the color that you see here, which is like the coyote brown and black tools. They also had an all-black version. It came with a molly sheath, which I don't have with me right now, but it wasn't anything fancy. I'm sure you guys have seen the Leatherman molly sheaths before. And that was it. There wasn't anything fancy. There was no extra accessories, no pocket clip, nothing like that. It was a very basic sort of package, and the tool itself really kind of speaks for what it does. So lots of different options on here, some kind of niche, unique tools, which is what kind of drew me to it to begin with, that we'll go over here in a second. A little bit closer up, but the main thing obviously is the pliers. So you can see here there's a little lock that kind of keeps them in. So you turn this to the side so that it's up and down, and then it's on a track system. You can either push these buttons and bring it out like that and then back in, or you can just give it a flick and they come out, and they are spring-loaded pliers. They do have the replaceable 154 cm cutters on there, and you know, they're a little bit of a different shape. They're not Leatherman's typical needle nose shape either, which is kind of interesting. They've got a little bit more of a hybrid plier on them there. So that's the main tool. I'm going to flip this camera around and show you guys some of the other tools inside here a little bit closer up. All right, you guys, so the Leatherman OHT, very interesting tool. As you can see, like I said, no pocket clip. It's pretty blocky. This tool actually doesn't fit in any of Leatherman's other sheaths. You have to use the sheath that it comes with, the molly sheath, or I have found that it will fit in the large or extra large sheath from the Surge, but only the nylon one. It will not fit in the leather, because I've tried. So yeah, kind of a weird shape. As you can see, it kind of gets wider down here at the end because of the way that the pliers have to sit inside that track. So it's an interesting kind of shape and design. You can find some aftermarket sheaths on Amazon and other places as well, some Kydex and stuff. Haven't tried those, but they are out there if you're looking for something and you have this tool. So yeah, like I said, lock here for the plier track, and they are spring-loaded. And then, like I said, these buttons here on either side, you push and slide it back in. You can lock it just like that, and then they will not come out. You've got a 420 HC main blade, and everything on this tool is liner lock as well. On the opposite side of that, you've got a sheep's foot serrated blade. Across, you've got a small needle, or not needle nose, a small flathead screwdriver. And then opposite side, you've got a fairly long number 2 Phillips, which is actually quite handy because it's got a fairly skinny shank on it, so it actually works quite well. Then on this side, you've got sort of a 3-in-1, so you've got another flathead here, you've got a strap cutter, and then this opening here can actually be used as an O2 wrench, an oxygen bottle wrench, which is why I carry this for work, because it's nice to have a backup, because I carry my my Raptors, but having one here is also kind of nice. Then you've got another even larger flathead, which can be kind of used as a pry bar. It's fairly thick and stout. I've used it a few times and had no issues there. You've got a can opener, which is actually quite sharp. It's probably one of Leatherman's better can openers, in my opinion. You've got a saw on the other side there, and I believe that is it for the tools on this. The only thing with this is there's a couple other little hidden features which I think are pretty cool. As you can see here kind of on the side, it actually gives you a pictogram of what tools are hidden in that section. And you can kind of feel them there as well. So it kind of gives you a little bit of a tactile and a visual representation of what tools are in that given part of the multi-tool there. Also on this side, on the side that does not have the lock, you've got a threaded hole right here, which you can use, if I'm remembering correctly, you can thread in a cleaning rod for a firearm and use this kind of like a handle. So you can twist and get some more leverage on your tool. So that's kind of interesting as well, something that you see on the Leatherman MUT as well. So very interesting tool, lots of cool stuff in there. Honestly, one of the tools that I think Leatherman kind of should bring back at some point. I think it would be a very interesting tool to see have another run. You know, same as I know a lot of people love the Juice series and some of the other tools that have been retired. I think this is one of the cooler ones. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this review of the Leatherman OHT. Let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see talked about next week on the channel. Lots of options, so you know, don't be scared to give me ideas, give me some feedback. I love to hear from you guys, and thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. I will see you next Friday.